Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Swati Deshpande and I'm a director at Datar Cancer Genetics. I have studied law and then I've done my healthcare management and I'm heading the operations here in the Guildford laboratories. The research and publication work done by our team has helped me figure on the list of top 25 women in the biotechnology sector in 2020. And I'm here to briefly talk about cancer space and what we do in it. Usually, we don't want to think cancer, we don't want to talk cancer, as long as it's not required. However, the figures for cancer in UK are quite staggering. Every year, around 375,000 new cases of cancer are detected in the UK. That is almost 1,000 a day, one every 2 minutes. So the figures are very high, and the deaths also are in the range of 160,000 people die of cancer every year. It is a disease which stays with the family, and the family for a long time. The figures just become statistics. Every new development, innovation, and its urgently validated adoption is a step to beating this disease and can potentially give a fighting chance to the cancer patient and his family. Datar Cancer Genetics has its head office in India, and it is the hub of all our research activities. Over the years, we have published more than 75 papers, abstracts, and case studies. And today, we are engaged in development of non-invasive tests to help cancer patients at every stage in the life. That is right from cancer detection to cancer diagnosis to guidance in therapy based on the molecular genetic makeup and the chemosensitivity response for the patient. So it is personalization of therapies. We work on building solutions purely on the basis of blood-based testing rather than invasive procedures like biopsies or scans. Today I will focus on early detection of cancer because that is the best chance for survival for every cancer patient. So usually when a screening is carried out for cancer, it is like a mammogram for breast cancer, a lung scan for the detection of lung cancer, or it is an HPV cervical swab for HPV detection. So most of these procedures are invasive. They involve a visit to the doctor, engagement with the clinician. We are working and trying to develop technology based on something called as the circulating tumor cells. So circulating tumor cells are cells which are shed by the tumor when it is very, very tiny, sometimes even non-detectable on a screening test, that is on an imaging technique. So we detect these CTCs, we are able to capture them live and use them to understand the presence or absence of malignancy, to understand the type of tumor, and to help in guidance in therapies as well. We extensively work with CTCs. So these CTCs are usually not found in healthy individuals. And that is the principle on which we offer our screening solutions. Data from one of our trials involving detection of CTCs on a population size of over 40,000 people was published in the International Journal of Cancer. With this data, we approached the US FDA. And the US FDA, we made an application for a breakthrough device designation for this test, which could be a test developed for screening of patients for breast cancer as well as prostate cancer. And happily enough, in November last year and in February again this year, we got the US FDA breakthrough device designation for our test for early detection of prostate cancer and breast cancer. So this is the test that we are further developing on, that we want to further have trials on, and this is the test that we want to take to the maximum number of people as a test which can just be done after a certain age as an annual cancer check test where you get the best chance to detect it at the earliest possible time. We are excited by this test because almost 45% of cancer cases diagnosed today are at stage 3 and stage 4. We believe that if this innovation can be adopted, It can have a civilizational impact. It's easy to it's easy to do. It doesn't involve any invasive procedures, and it is like a peace of mind test. You do it annually, find out if there are any CTCs in your blood, and you're, rest assured that yes, you're free of cancer, or there's nothing, no cancerous activity going on in your body. We also use these CTCs, for as an option to replace invasive biopsies. So biopsies are done where a sample tissue is obtained from a patient and that is sent for analysis. Whereas if you go for a blood-based biopsy, it's an easier solution. It's again non-invasive. And it can be possibly taken from the comfort of your home as well. So it's an option again. Today, the healthcare system is heavily clogged. Any kind of biopsy to be scheduled needs an appointment with a consultant, which could be a month, 2 months from now. It would involve multiple visits. So this test has the potential to help patients in this clogged healthcare system. We had conducted a blinded study with Imperial College London for brain tumors, and where they did concordance studies for obtaining data from tissue, and we obtained the data from blood, and I'm happy to say we had a 99% concordance on the comparative data. Using this test for triaging suspected cancer patients can reduce the number of biopsies and the waiting times. Today we have 2 laboratories in the Surrey Research Park, and our young team of 24 members is our pride, and they're extremely committed to the work in cancer here. We intend to expand our business here in Guildford, providing more employment opportunities to young students, hopefully in collaboration with the University of Surrey and with the hospitals in Surrey. We are happy to have engaged with students from Guildford who have interned with us to understand newer technologies, look at machines that involve molecular genetics and chemosensitivity analysis. Being in this country gives us an opportunity to reach out to the European healthcare community, as well as to cater for patients from geographies like Australia and South Africa. In cancer diagnostic field, quickest time to service with minimum possible cost is important, and we hope to really achieve this. We have a long-term vision to stay here, and we would look to NHS hospitals, clinicians, universities, and anybody who is wanting to work in this field with newer technologies for research tie-ups to help us adopt these technologies and generate, publish more data. We look forward to having a conversation with anybody who is interested. Let us adopt the new innovation and let us make it relevant for cancer patients. I'm happy to meet after the talk for anybody who feels interested in working with us on liquid biopsies. Thank you very much.